It's Week 12 of the NFL, and we'll see the Cowboys' Offensive Player of the Year. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Cowboys and the
The Cowboys offense in the midst of a perfect season. They get their first. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's 5 to about the 37. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. It was the Cowboys road, so they look for the sweep here. Cole Arlington. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Eagle defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Jalen Carter in on that tackle. 2nd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 34.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to... First before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, here we go.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game.
Yeah, here we go. Right there. 26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
down. They'll go to the ground attack. And up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
2nd and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Like 10! 20!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A little juke.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Prescott now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Yeah! Here we go! Like 10!
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw it.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the...
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go. I take.
Play action now. Prescott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
That's into the hands of Tolbert.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check to see where he is ranked. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards, but he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone.
The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's league.
Yeah, here we go. What I take? Where I take?
Now Prescott.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go. I take.
Now a handoff running through the middle.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Third down and 6.
Here's Prescott. He is caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. His numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! I take.
Prescott now from the 50. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To the air again, Prescott steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead yet again. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
144 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3.
Prescott from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 21 yards away.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go. I take.
Looking to throw.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Right back to him on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw.
Tolbert hauls in the out route.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Yeah, here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again.
And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's closing in on 200 yards on the ground with the fourth quarter still to come. We're in the third. Good shot to get there.
And now he's got to make sure he convinces his coaching staff to leave him out there and keep touching the ball, because when you've had that kind of a day, there is a tendency to think about getting him out and saving some of it. Running backs never like to save yardage.
You know he's tapping his quarterback on the shoulder. I'll take the ball again, please, right?
Not turning down any carries.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is... They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he spins past him and into space.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 78 yards.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Here we go. Let's take.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Prescott now. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. On play action, Prescott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Play action now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, look at the juke. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, they probably don't need to play. I wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And they are going to score and yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or...
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Dallas, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.